Well, good afternoon, Ask. Today we're looking at polynomials, but how to evaluate them by direct substitution. So we're going to see functions written in function notation, polynomials in nature, and then they're going to ask us to evaluate this polynomial when a value of x is some number. So again, what would you think you would do with that, you know? Well, you're exactly right. You would take that number, in this case 3, and everywhere in the polynomial you see x, you wouldn't write x, you would write the number 3. And so even in our function notation, we can write 3 for x, stating this is what the function value is when x is 3. So we'll keep that notation on the left side of the equal sign. But everywhere we see on the right where the polynomial is, we're going to write our value 3 for x. Here's my hint. To eliminate problems and future mistakes, every time you substitute or directly substitute that value 3 in for x, put it in parentheses. Yeah. The calculators and the computers would want you to do that. And I think that will benefit you to plug in that value 3. Every time you write it for x, you want to write it inside parentheses. So now we just rewritten x. Now it's just arithmetic. On the right hand side of this equal sign, we're going to continue to say, hey, the value of the function of the polynomial when x is 3, we just start doing the arithmetic in the order of operations that we've learned. We do exponents, powers first. We do multiplying, we do all operations inside parentheses first. Then we do powers, and then we do multiplying and dividing, and then we do adding and subtraction. We're going to follow that. We don't really have operations in parentheses. We just have numbers. So we go to the powers. 3 to the third power. Let's see. That's 81, I believe. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then 3 to the third is 27. I'm taking care of the powers first. Now our powers are done, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. And I can just go ahead and multiply these terms out, because multiplying and dividing is next in the order of operations. PEMDAS, remember that in middle school? Yeah, we've got it. So we're using that 8 times 20. Now I've got all exponents powers done. I can just do the multiplication. 162, 35 carry the 3. 135, and then that's negative, and then we've got the negative 12 and the positive 8. Now I've gotten all the multiplication done. I just go to the last thing in PEMDAS, adding and subtracting AS, and we say that the function of 3 is going to be, I'm going to add the like terms together, or the terms that have the same sign together, so I'm going to get 170 when I add those, and I get negative, what is that, 147, if I added those right. And then I'll ask, the signs are different, so I'm going to subtract and get the sign, the larger one. 170 minus 147 is 3, 6, 23. That is the value of that function for the value of x into that polynomial function. So we're just going to practice that a number of times. That's all you're going to do. Hey, this was evaluation by direct substitution. We are the Ask Academy.